Marion Crowder alongside Eric Dobransky. We are so delighted to have you spend your Sunday afternoon with us.
Wants to be sooner than later, because you talk to Jordan Stewart, it's all about the culture and it's all about having the right people in the building, the right people in the organization. And for Miami FC, and then obviously turning that into results for Miami FC, it almost seems like they're ahead of schedule right now. I mean, obviously the two.
And speaking of depth, obviously this is a depth that's not favorable to anyone. Roll and M attorneys present this injury report, including Bill Hamid, who we told you in the starting 11 was not making the trip here to Seaside, California. Felipe Rodriguez, the main starter from 20, overlapping run, and a chance to hit that one into the back post side netting, just gets under the striker's foot.
See how much attention Sebastian Blanco.
The risk to that is not having proper rest defense in transitional moments such as this. Well defended 1v1. Avalanez picks it up in the midfield.
To haunt them.
Yep. That goal was brought to you by Taylor Farms. And Monterey Bay are going to try and go again.
Field becomes a lot bigger. Another great ball over the top.
1v1 on the far side. Gets in line. Continues on. Finds the slip pass, and the finish just gets under the...
For Monterey Bay, Larson just unable to connect at all on that. They rolled out the red carpet in that space, and sometimes that's just the game reps that you're starting.
Since March 15th, we alluded to it in the open, so many pieces that were brought in for this Monterey Bay FC side, and we still haven't seen that full picture due to some unfavorable injuries, and that forces a save. And they say, hey, I'd be worried if we weren't creating chances. And then when you break that down into a more granular way like you just did, you see that that theory is actually all over the pitch, right?
Person being heavily involved here, as Malongo as well. He's been a handful here early.
Calls for a foul, won't get it. And Elijah Paul continues to work off the ball, and the late follow through will send it back.
Zarate, the foul on Garcia. This is a veteran Miami FC side, obviously.
It is.
Collectively, obviously continue.
Local Monterey Bay product. Doesn't clear the near post, but he finds it once more. A higher arcing ball this time.
And now they've hit a bit of a lull here the last 5-7 minutes, and we've seen a couple corner kicks for Miami FC, seen their confidence grow. So you go, let's have somebody else beat us.
Ivanovic somehow gets the service off. Zarate, inline, gets around the corner and sends a ball into the box. And the rebound is sore. Blanco from the top of the box. Goalkeeper's really struggling to collect cleanly here today. It's recycled. We'll find a 50-50 challenge that won by Monterey Bay, but only as far as Cardona. Doing much better here to keep the ball in front of them, winning all phases of play at the moment, and a poor game. And new head coach, obviously, veteran players, veteran leadership, players who know how to win. And now they're starting to find and form their own identity. And so for anyone that's thinking it's a bit silly to say, hey, they need to, the evolution of this team is to
success on that left flank. A left flank that did produce the goal for Monterey Bay. And you almost think from what we saw in the first 45 that the numbers would be a bit more skewed, but you look at
nearing the 100 mark, appearance mark for this Miami FC side.
to his game, and when he can get fully fit and healthy and flying, he's going to be another problem to an already multi-dimensional attack. I think for Monterey Bay, it's just about maybe the consistency and the sustainability of the collective. You haven't seen a lot of midfield play. It's going to ask you to do certain things. It's going to demand certain things. But you hear so many teams be adamant about sustain it and impact it every single game.
That's a wonderful point, and you have to wonder if, as that ball will be called back for...
He almost felt like his touch could have taken him closer to goal, and then he tees it up for himself and just tucks it away.
And being very decisive in your build-up. And I think the sequences we've seen from Miami of late have actually been quite good and quite clever.
Well, you had mentioned it earlier.
As he continues to get game reps, as he continues to learn the relationship with players like Adrian Repilar, have to think it's only going to get better. A very exciting dynamic for these home fans.